Kunakaa kunyesha huku. I don't know if it will rain.
Kwani kunanyesha? Huku kwetu is
Kuna
never.
kuna ka light drizzle,
Mm,
but kuna katu and then kuna saa kiupepo. You know, before ilikuwa tu nini?
baridi tu.
Kuna baridi tu ya, kuna tu baridi. Sasa there is a baridi and then there's the wind. Hey.
Mhm.
Mm.
So let's go. Hi guys. So we are on again with Nama. Today we are talking about how to find clients on LinkedIn. But then, I've heard of people finding clients on LinkedIn. I've just never been successful with that particular platform. But I have
Mm-hmm.
heard of people who actually depend on LinkedIn 100% for clients.
Mm.
I just don't know how to use that platform or how to go about it. So that is why we have Nama here. She's a
Yeah.
LinkedIn expert. If you want her to look at your LinkedIn profile or help you when it comes to looking for clients and just putting yourself out there when it comes to social media, you can contact her on Facebook. You are Nama Tasi on Facebook, right?
Amna
Yeah.
matasi
So
everywhere. Mpaka
everywhere.
TikTok na Twitter zenye situmiangi. Yes.
Even you're on TikTok.
I'm on TikTok everywhere, lakini I'm not posting
Active.
content. Yeah, but
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
find me all over.
Yeah, so
You'll
you
get
can find her
information
on
on what
all the
to do.
socials as Namatasi. So let's go. Let's go.
All
What
right,
exactly do you need to do
on
for you
LinkedIn,
to
yeah.
get clients? Yes.
There are different ways you can go about it, depending on what you need and how you're most comfortable operating.
Yes.
Sawa.
Yeah.
So, introduce to mbio mbio. My name is Mama Tasi.
Yes.
This is
Yes.
my
Yes.
second time with just
On this
Sophia on
channel,
her
you're always
channel.
welcome,
Yes,
by the way, and we will have
yeah,
more and more of this.
yes.
Hopefully.
Aki, imekuwa my favorite pastime session.
Kabisa, kabisa.
Yeah, because it's so easy. Like we just have a conversation and it's actually giving people value.
Yeah.
I got a lot of response by the way from the last session we did. People
Yeah.
loved it. Yes. So I
I'm
hope to do
glad.
this again and again with you. It's so
Uzuri
much
ni
fun.
kwamba yeah, it is always available. People can always watch it. You can
Yes.
replay it, by the way, later on when you need it.
Mm.
So yeah.
All right. So my name is Namatasi. I'm a LinkedIn business strategist. That's what I do daily on a daily basis to put food on the table.
Yes.
I'm also the founder of the Activated Tribe on Facebook. It's a Facebook group. It's exclusively for Africans who want to make money online. All right,
Yes.
and
Yes.
we talk about mindset, shifting our mindset. We learn about what's available online in the market. What do you need to have? How do you arm yourself? What do you need to do?
Why? Don't tell me it has started. Woo.
God, mepotea. How to even
Don't.
package how to create high-end programs and services and how to sell them. All right,
Yes.
so that's what we
Yes.
talk about. We also bust myths around our limitations as Africans because we talk about, oh, I'm African, I can't do this and that. Like I'm African, who will listen to me? Oh, then I'm just here in sijui where,
My
who will,
English is not
all these
good.
things. My English is not good, who will listen? Oh, I can't teach people when I barely speak English. Oh, we bust all these things and then we go out there and do it anyways with whatever we have, with
Yeah.
whatever we have on, like whatever you have, that is what we use, and we go out there and get clients like that. So if you want to join, you'll just on Facebook, it's Activated Tribe. You look for that, you'll get it. Okay. So
Yeah.
today we are talking about getting clients on LinkedIn. And my main methodology is using content to attract your tribe of buyers. Okay.
Yes.
So, yes. But on LinkedIn specifically, it can't be content peke yake. It's
But
content and then it's your profile. Okay.
and by the way, let me ask, when it comes to content, do you mean I have to be posting like a full For me, because I want to look for writing clients, clients will give
Mhm.
me writing jobs. Do you mean that I have to be posting there a full article, a 500-word article, or what do you mean by content?
No, 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 no. Content, it's okay. There are different kinds of content you can put out: educational content, inspirational content, life, just life content, like what's happening in your own personal life. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
On when you're doing educational content, this is based on your expertise as a blogger. All right.
Yes.
And the benefits these clients are getting by creating a blog. Okay. So most
Yeah.
people don't know. You might have a website because you know you look serious. If you're starting a business now, you have a website. People can find you on Google, but
Mm-hmm.
you haven't set up your blog. So you come in and educate people on why their website, they have a website already and they're not utilizing a blog, which is, it has space on the on their website, and that
Mm-hmm.
they don't have that. Why don't you have that? So you educate people because this is something they're missing out on. And I don't know, sindio, kama mi
Yeah.
ni mteja wako, a potential client, I don't know, I need to have a blog, what it takes to even start one. Why should I even bother having a blog?
Having a yeah
So that's the
website.
kind of content. Yes, so that's the kind of content you're supposed to be putting out, to educate somebody. And your clients are at different stages of their journeys towards being a
True.
client of yours. Kuna mtu
Yes.
mwenye hata hana website at all, tuanzie hapo. They
Yes.
have, and to have a blog, they'll need to have a website. Okay, so you're going to
No,
start them from zero.
a
Yeah.
blog is a website.
Okay, I get what you're saying, but unasa kama kwa website yangu, I do not have
Mhm.
blog articles.
Oh
I
yeah,
have a
blog post.
website.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
I have a domain, amatasi.com. I have an about
But you don't have
section.
content.
I have services. I have
Yes.
how you can reach me. There's a form you can fill out. But I'm not writing articles on my own website.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
All right. So
Yeah,
is the articles in your blogs? It's in your
yeah,
the blog articles.
yeah. Blog
So
post.
kuna mtu
Yes.
mwenye hata ana website. Okay. Kuna
Yeah.
mtu mwenye hana website at all, and they'll need to buy that domain, they'll need to set up and then put up their blogs over there. So kuna mtu ako hapo zero and totally green about the whole thing, si ndio?
Yes.
And then you'll have to create content to address such a person.
Mm-hmm.
why should they even why should
Consider
they
having a
even
website. Yes.
consider this? Yeah. And then kuna mtu mwenye ako na website kama mimi, but I haven't put up articles. All right. And that's why when I met you, me, I was ready for now the blog, this
You
to
have
have
a
the
blog.
articles on my site.
You have
No,
a
I
blog.
haven't started. No, no, no. But I have my own site. I have
Oh,
namatasi.com that links to other websites where I've been talking and where I put up articles. Okay.
okay.
Lakini sijaanza kuandika articles on my own website, and that's why
Mhm.
we unaona tunaingiana hapo hivyo because I need you, si ndio?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. So you're going to create content for somebody like me. I
Mm-hmm.
already have a website, so I'm not going to be starting from zero. I just need to know why I need to start writing articles, my own articles, on my
Maybe
own
what kind,
domain.
yeah, and maybe what kind
Si
of
ndio?
topics, yeah, what kind of
Yes.
keywords to target and all that.
So my content is already on social media. So I put up my content, but I'll need to know how to set it up to work on a blog. I don't understand the whole blog thing, the keywords, the backlinks, the whatever, all that. All right.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
you, as an expert, now you're going to educate somebody like me, Cindy.
Yeah.
And then through your content also, because you're going to be targeting two people, you're targeting somebody you can write for, you're also targeting somebody you can teach how to blog, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whether for their own website or
For the client.
yes, for another client, as a service they can provide. So
Yes.
kuna hizi angle zote. So essentially what you're supposed to be looking at is your client, your potential client, when they are at zero, when they know nothing, all the way hadi mwenye anajua jua, like you have to put them in stages and create content around these different personas. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And so tukifika hapo, that's where you meet people talking about niching down, because then utapata some people tell you, you can just concentrate on this one person, like Namatasi as your avatar, ideal client avatar. Huyu ni mwenye sasa unafunza everything. I have my own website, but I don't have a blog. I'm not writing blog
Yes.
articles, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
teach me. So teach me, be my coach, do it for me. So you have Namatasi. But you don't have to do that. You don't need to be that specific. Abisa, this is, you're looking for just Namatasi. You can have
Mm-hmm.
Namatasi. You can have Charles who does not have a website at all. They don't know anything about blogging. No, 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 nothing. Hata wajui kwenye kwa kuanza, you may have that. But you create programs for these specific people and promote. Last time we talked about creating instances of selling.
Yes. Yes.
Sindio? Creating
Yeah.
instances of selling. Because when you're pushing out content, it's landing on different ears. Just give me a second nisort mtoi cartoon alafu nikuje.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
Watoto.
I know. This is how we do. Imagine this is how I run even my meetings.
Mm. That is how you
Hmm?
run your meeting.
Aki, cause I mean, siwezi fungia mtoi nje ati because I'm working. We work like this.
She's
We
now part of
just
you, by the way.
yeah, we accommodate each other like that.
Uh-huh.
So I was telling you,
Mm-hmm.
when you're putting out content, itakuwa ina address all these different people at different stages of
Yes.
their lives. But now when you're targeting them with you're creating an instant now of selling. You have maybe a program now you want to promote, and you want to target somebody like Namatasi who has
Yes.
a website, they have a domain, and the hosting thing going on, but the blog, now you create an instant of selling. You create a program, you tell them, hey, I'm running something, 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 maybe for the next 1 month. Learn how to set up your nini. That now that's selling. And that's how
Mm.
you convert. All right.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
can't convert if you do not have an amatasi in your audience who will now consume your content. And when you present your offer, I've consumed enough of your content that I know, like, and trust you, and I feel
Yes.
comfortable now buying from you. All right.
Mm-hmm.
If
Yes.
if you're putting out such good content and you do not have a potential namatasi hapo seeing your content, it will fall flat. And that's why we talked about curating your audience, being a proactive about who is in your audience and being careful about who's consuming your content. All right.
Yes.
And making
Yes.
the algorithm work for you. So the same thing, you do the same thing on LinkedIn. All
Yeah.
right.
Yes.
Now, LinkedIn specifically ina feeling nika imefinywa finywa sana. It's not out there. I don't know how do I say it. Like you have to put in so much effort
And
to
it's a
get
serious place. I don't know why I find it so serious.
it's not serious. It's not serious. It used to be serious. What walikuwa na it was about updating people about opportunities, jobs, and looking for people to recruit. Da, 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 da. So most of the people who were on LinkedIn kitambo ilikuwa corporate guys.
Yeah,
I'm in
true,
a
true,
corporate
true.
nini, so I will post about what's happening in our company. I'll post about my role specifically, what I do, and how I'm adding value to the whole organization. All right,
Yeah.
and this is where this person now is setting themselves apart as an expert in their field, so
Mm-hmm.
that whoever is consuming their content sees this person as an authority in their industry. Okay, I'm putting on content, people know, wanaona tu I know my, I know my shit, I know what I'm talking about. When you lose a job, when you lose the job in this organization, it's easy for you then, because you have like a blueprint on LinkedIn. Your content can speak for your expertise. All right.
Yes, yes.
So when you start reaching out and even applying for jobs, because you can apply for jobs directly on LinkedIn.
Yeah, true,
Okay.
true.
Yes,
Yes.
you can search for jobs using the keywords, like the keywords you're looking for, which jobs, which
Mm.
industries, which positions, and una filter hivyo. You can
Mm.
apply for them directly. Okay, directly
Yes.
from there. Now, LinkedIn made it easy for people to do this with their profile. The LinkedIn profile inakanga kama CV. Iko
Mm-hmm,
na
mm-hmm.
summary, iko na place ya summary. You fill out everything, your current position, your date of birth, all these
Experiences.
things. Yes, your
Mm-hmm.
previous experiences, and then you have room to expand on what you are doing in this company. There's also room for, if you are in a company and you've been umekuwa ukipanda, umekuwa ukipromotiwa, like in different roles, you get
Mm-hmm.
room to explain under each role what you are doing. Okay, so it's
Yeah.
very robust. And people, badala ya kutengeneza CV ingine, people used to just you can convert directly your LinkedIn profile into a CV and send it, and it's called an instant application, LinkedIn. So that is essentially what LinkedIn was created for professionals to network and have it easy to get jobs, okay, and to
Yes.
set themselves apart as experts in their fields. But kidogo kidogo, sisi wengine tumeingia hapo ndani, because these professionals are potential clients of somebody,
True.
right? This
True.
professional, for people in Africa, wengi wengi wanafanyanga articles, this is a person, maybe a CEO, somebody high up in the in the corporate world, and they want to create even a website, start blogging about this expertise they do, or
Mm-hmm.
or maybe they are in a position, in a place in life where right now they want to build a legacy. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is
Yeah.
something that, or a side hustle, something they want to set something else up in readiness for retirement. This
Mm-hmm.
is a potential client of yours. They are on LinkedIn. Unafikiri utampata wapi? You have to be on LinkedIn.
Yeah,
You will
true. You
have
have
to
to be
join
there.
LinkedIn. Yes, you'll have to join LinkedIn, and you'll have to create instances of you meeting with these people at par, at a level. Usikae nika unaomba omba. You're here to benefit them. You're here to put their life in order. You're here as an asset in their life. So you'll
Mm-hmm.
have to be on LinkedIn. Na lazima content yako is speak for you at a level where you're able to communicate with this CEO without feeling maweshe or
Mm-hmm.
kurumiaing yourself, unajua.
Yeah.
And 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 so LinkedIn has had to expand and accommodate the rest of the world. So a lot more people are going on LinkedIn. A lot more people, business owners who have nothing to be, have no reason to be on LinkedIn, apart from their clients are on LinkedIn. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so if your
Yeah.
client is on LinkedIn, you need to be there, and there's room for you. You create your own company, whatever, company page, hata kama hai exist in real life, with your
Mm-hmm.
name, just for visibility, so that it's there on your nini,
Profile.
on your profile. Yeah, mine is Namatasi Consulting. It's not registered, but it's there, so that as a role, I'm a LinkedIn strategist at Namatasi Consulting. That's good. It's
Mm-hmm.
there. And when the time comes and I'm ready to register and all that, itakuwa, I mean, or I can choose a different name and create another company page. But
Mm-hmm.
all these things have to work in tandem. If you create content, your profile has to be good, because people are going to be landing on your profile, not on to your content.
Yes.
On LinkedIn, on Facebook, when I give you my Facebook link, you land on my profile, you'll immediately see what posts I've been putting up. You'll see my most recent post, you'll see the pinned post, right?
Yes.
Similar to Instagram. If you go to Namatasi on Instagram, you'll see what content I've been putting out. All
Mm-hmm.
right. If
Mm-hmm.
you go to my LinkedIn profile, you will land on my profile with my experience, with what I've been doing, what I'm doing now. That is what you see. And then
Yeah.
there's a button that takes you to your content. So it's so important that your profile is able to convert for you. Because mtu atakuja, you might be putting out good content, and whatever way they found your link, however way they found your link and landed on your profile yako inakuangusha. They don't even have the time to find that button ya kutafuta content yako, but if your
Mhm.
content is good, it sells you. Inasema this is Namatasi, she's good with this and that, and then kuna evidence hapo. You have, I call it social proof. You have maybe testimonials stuck to your profile. All right,
Yes.
you have a video testimonial. Even these ones are really good, from somebody you
Yeah.
worked with. You
Yeah.
have recommendations from employees, from people who know you. This is how you start building that trust, because others can speak for you, can speak for your abilities, can speak for your expertise, can speak generally about who you are. How
Mhm.
do you operate? Is Namatasi efficient? Is she fast? Is she like an asset? How was she like when she worked with you? So
Yes.
you have to collect all these recommendations from previous employers, colleagues, clients. So you have already room to call people to speak for you. It's not just because people ask, kama sina client nani atanipea recommendation, where do you
Yeah,
start?
yeah. I was about to ask
People,
that.
yes.
Or a client who is not willing to give those recommendations.
Kwa nini? I
I
don't
don't
get it.
know. Cause like
Who-
me, I have majorly worked with Upwork. Now
Mhm.
Upwork, they give you they'll give those reviews, but now
Reviews.
on the
You can't
platform. So
take a screenshot and attach it. So you can take this screenshot and attach it on your profile. Ama
oh,
you're prohibited from taking these screenshots for the
no,
reviews. Because
no, no. I
naonanga
don't.
watu wana take screenshot ya review wanaipost even on social media.
Ah,
Sio? Si mimi naonanga watu wanapost hivyo.
by the way, imagine I've never thought of about that.
Yes, because
I've never thought
what you
of
want
doing
is,
that.
yes, what you want is the world to know that somebody appreciated you uko.
Yeah,
Or
can you imagine?
yes,
And I
una
have
take tu
lots
your
of those
screenshots.
on Upwork, but I've never thought of carrying them to somewhere else.
Me, even my testimonials zingine ni private conversations on Messenger. We chat when we are chatting with this client and what we're
Mhm.
doing. So this week we've had how many meetings? How many meetings have you booked? They tell me, and I tell them, can I use this part of the screenshot for my testimonial? They tell me, yeah, go ahead. And if they're not comfortable, they'll tell you just blur out my image or my name and whatever. That's good. That's okay. You know,
Yeah,
as long as you have it, that's evidence. That is proof. That's social proof, and you want that on your profile. It could be anything. It could be a conversation on WhatsApp. It could be a comment on Facebook. Me, I have that. Mi mtu akinitag mahali and they say Namatasi is the bomb with LinkedIn.
yeah, uh-huh.
Nisha take screenshot nimeweka mahali. I will use that. Yes, and
Wow,
these things come in very handy, even for those times when you feel like unaanza kujishuku, yutetemeka kidogo, you feel like
true,
I
true, true.
maybe you have those days, and these are good. Mi naziokotanga zote naziweka kwa drive, so on those days I feel sorry for myself. Nafungwanga tu simu yangu nikijihurumia,
The day you feel
ninasoma.
inadequate, I can
Yes.
imagine. And there are those days,
and you,
by the way. All
yes,
right,
and then you
especially if
find
you're a
that.
freelancer.
There are those days because it's a very lonely world. You
Yeah, it's a
need
lonely
those days are
world.
going to
True,
happen. Those
true,
days are
true,
going to
true.
happen.
Very true.
So that's how you that's how I am myself.
Hey,
Now
hapo
so my
nimepata
that
kitu.
you read 30 different messages from 30 different people who think you're awesome, and then you know this for a fact, you feel good. Uko like, hata ule mmoja mwenye hakufikiria hivyo ni
Yeah,
sawa tu.
true.
You have that, shauri
Ah,
yake.
hata yule mmoja with their bad comment. By the way,
Yes.
this online
Mm-hmm.
space you can
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, because you'll find those clients who will tell you things. They will put you down and
Yes.
even make you feel so useless.
Yes.
Mi
Yes.
nilikuwa na
Yes.
mwingine hapo hivyo hapo
Mm.
mwenye yani he made me feel so less yani. Hadi
Guy, I'm
nikashangaa,
so
I
sorry.
have been doing this for years. You mean I'm
Mm-hmm.
that bad? Ah,
Guy.
but sometimes unajua sasa some clients do that just
Kuna
so
watu
that they can
wanafanyanga hivyo intentionally so they feel good about themselves. I don't know
also so
how.
that they can pay you less.
Oh, so it's a tactic.
Mm,
Oh,
mm.
guy. People
Mm.
are bad.
Unajua sasa
People are evil.
ukishajiona you're not good enough, definitely someone will tell you,
You'll accept whatever
yeah,
low
yeah, whatever
rate.
they give.
Guy. That is
Kabisa
so bad.
kabisa. Ah,
And
it
that's why
is.
what nikwambie, that's why I advocate so much for creating content on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Because one, if your content is out there and you're talking about things like this, such a situation where somebody purposely puts you down so that
Mm-hmm.
you take those low rates. When you talk about this and it's clear you're not okay with that, your content resonates with somebody else,
Yeah,
and
true.
somebody thinking at the same level with you. And this when this person becomes your client and you're really good at your stuff, they'll pay you whatever your rate is. They don't negotiate.
Mm-hmm.
This is like part of content marketing. It's called, some people call it attraction marketing, because that is how it works. You're putting yourself out there, your values, your rates, how you operate, you're educating people and all that. It starts attracting people on a level with you, people who vibe with you, people. I told you about last time nilikuwa nakwambia about my strategy sessions with my clients. We do the business and then after that it's chatting, because
Personal,
there's
yeah.
so many. Yes, because tunaingiana. They'll
Mm-hmm.
ask for my advice, and there's something in my life that is happening, and then I'll ask for their advice.
Mm-hmm.
Evil, it feels like very mutually beneficial. It's not just work. Sometimes that
Anyway,
mna
ah,
yeah, sometimes that you're not even working together, but you still get on calls with each other just to know what's happening with your life. Nini, nini, na ulikuwa unafanya nini? What happened? I haven't seen it. Like that. You create such amazing relationships when you're working with people who get you. And that's the beautiful thing about social media. Because you can't remove the social from social media. It has to be social. It
true,
has to
true,
be
true.
social. And
That
you
is what
can't
it was
remove
created
yourself
for.
from it.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. And you can't remove your personal experiences. You as a person, as Sophia, you can't remove yourself from your content. It
Yeah.
becomes so wholesome, even without trying so much. It becomes just so good and wholesome, and that's the beautiful part about it.
You
So
have just given me a video idea.
nianze.
It is true that content is everywhere, by the way. Don't overthink.
Mm,
Aki,
don't
imagine. By the way,
overthink.
you can talk about anything. Nowadays,
Anything
if
at
I, yeah, you can talk about anything and
mm-hmm.
get paid for it.
Yes, like hata your pink crocs that you think or any people post. Your dog, people post. You're goofing around with your hen, people post, and you
Imagine,
get clients,
imagine.
and you get clients from that. So
Thank
I
God to
saw,
social media.
yes, this is LinkedIn coach I follow, and
Mm.
she posted a selfie with her beautiful dog.
Hmm.
And in the comments, kila mtu was like, "This is not fit for LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a
For real.
professional platform. You're supposed to be doing like." Yes, kuna a lot of people who do that. Like they because it started out as a professional platform. Sasa watu wamekaa hivi wanataka
Eh,
ibaki
kabisa. With
hivyo,
them when I go
wanataka
to the
ibaki
gym.
hivyo,
Hadi
na
unapata
sisi
wazee
wengine
si tuko.
tunakuja tukiharibu everything. The rest of us will post whatever. And so they feel like their space is being invaded. Like, oh, you guys are making this into another Instagram. People
Uh-huh.
will complain.
Uh-huh.
But that chick, aliposted a photo, and she said from that she sold around 7,000 USD of her 7,000 euros, actually euros, of
Uh-huh.
her packages from that one post.
Wow.
Because watu wana complain kwa post, it
Mm-hmm.
gets engagement, so more and more people. And this
By
is
the way,
how
yeah,
LinkedIn
with
works.
social media, that's why
Yes.
I always say you need to be ready for both positive and negative, and
Yes.
know that they're all working for your good.
Mm,
At the end of the day,
yes.
engagement is engagement.
Engagement is engagement, but on
Yeah.
LinkedIn it's amplified, because
Mm-hmm.
unaona on Facebook, if you comment on somebody's post, hakuna
Yeah.
mtu mwingine atajua unless pia yeye anafollow huyo mtu na aone hiyo post, ndo ataona comment yako hapo, si ndio?
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah.
on LinkedIn, hata ukilike a post, If you love a post,
Uh-huh.
anything you do on LinkedIn, on a post, it's there. Mtu ataiona. There's a part where your all your reactions and all your activity on LinkedIn can be seen by anyone if your profile is public.
Oh, even if they're not following me.
Yes, yes. Kama
Oh.
akiingia tu akipatana na profile link yako, aingia kwa profile and then they follow the activity link na iko tu hapo kwa profile, they'll
Mm-hmm.
see everything you've been doing, everything. So when you put a love on, or whatever on a post, your network. So okay, acha nikuexplainie. So let's say wewe uko on LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you put up a post. If I react to that post, if I like, or if I put a thumbs on it, or I love it, or whatever reaction,
Yes.
my network, my network,
Mm-hmm.
people I'm connected to will see your post
Mm-hmm.
because I reacted to it. So hapo juu
Yes, yes,
inakuanga
yes.
imeandikwa Namatasi reacted to this post or Namatasi commented on this post. So it shows on my network's feed. Okay? So
Ah,
if you have a post that even people don't agree with, as long as they're engaging with it, they're liking, leaving a comment, their own networks zinaambiwangwa kujeni kujeni. So if you have 30 people commenting on your post,
yeah,
you have each of their networks being notified to come and
yeah. Being
see your
able to
post
see
and
it.
they are, yes.
Yeah.
So kama ni post hata ukikuja kucomplain, you're benefiting me.
Mm-hmm.
Ukicomplain, your network sees your complaint, and
Yeah,
if they
true, true.
agree or if they don't, they see my post and they react to it. So that's how it goes viral, okay, on LinkedIn. So
Mm-hmm.
utapata most people that go viral continue going like that because now the algorithm will identify. And so
Ah,
it's important for your LinkedIn strategy not just to put content but to encourage engagement. All
mm-hmm.
right.
Yes.
So you need to have a really solid profile that talks about, it's updated, it says clearly who you are, what you're about. You have a really good profile photo because it has room over there, you know. And behind the profile photo you can have a video introduction of you, telling people about what you do. It's very short, around 30 seconds, you
Oh,
know.
really? I didn't know about to
Yes,
be about putting a video.
you can a short
Um,
introduction just telling people what you do, and
mhm.
have a really good unajua watu wanafikirianga people don't think too much about their profile pictures and what people uh interpret from it. You want to look
Can you, by
good.
there, yeah, I had someone complain that a client refused to hire them because of their profile pic. I also
Yes,
don't understand the relationship between profile pics and doing the job, but it is what it is.
it is. There is a whole difference. Like
Really?
there's a picture I had. Yes, there's a picture I had, and I was on the side like this with my hands like this, and I was looking very serious. I've never been considered serious in my life,
Uh-huh.
so I wanted to look serious, like serious. I can do business
I
and
can do this job. Yes.
yes, because I have a very tiny voice, and before I start speaking, like if you know what I do, you might actually dismiss me. So I wanted not to be dismissed from the word go. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
kwanza nione, and then give me a chance, and then when you get to start speaking, you at least let me get my feet inside the door before you dismiss me. So it looked very serious, and I wasn't smiling or anything. So nakatu hivi kama nimekasirika. And I thought it was so good actually. But when I was
Because
comparing that one,
you thought you were being professional.
yes, I thought I was being professional.
Yeah.
So when I put up the comparison, the one I have with the orange and Kara, and it's actually brighter and looks good. So when I put the two in comparison and asked which do you prefer and why, yes, I was given so many reasons, and actually people interpret differently.
Yeah,
So
true.
the first time, yeah, when I had that first one, even meeting when I met with people for private calls, they thought
Mm-hmm.
I was so serious, and I was like, very particular. Like, it communicated so many wrong things about me. I'm not that. You can come even in your pajamas and we'll have a really good session, and you'll
Mm-hmm.
talk out from that meeting with value. Me, I don't care. You can come with your baby and you're breastfeeding your baby as we speak. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whatever. So it communicated something different from what I wanted it to communicate. So, and I knew this because like three people
Yeah.
tukifuatana hivi, like a call today, another call next week, hivyo. They're like, okay, I was so worried about what to wear. I thought maybe I should put my hair up, or maybe I should wear makeup. I should look official. I'm like, no, why did you think that? You
Yeah. Why
just
would
look
you
so
think that?
serious. Yeah, actually, you just look so serious. And I'm like, I apana, let me change this profile picture. So it really does communicate something about you. Okay, and there's a site. I can miss
Mm-hmm.
out your Gina. Let me see if I'll get it.
Yeah. In the
There's a
meantime, I
site.
really have to go and take a professional
Yes, and
uh
there's a site where you
picture.
can actually put up your picture, and you get others commenting on it and giving you their take on the profile picture, which I think is
Mm.
really good. So you can have the one you prefer and the one you think people would prefer, and put the two up, or three,
Mm-hmm.
like a variety, and see the response,
Okay.
and see what
Yeah.
people respond to it. I think nikiipata nitakutumia link uone the
Sawa.
nini. Yeah, so maybe people will find it valuable, sindio?
Yeah. So the first thing
Mm.
is to check on your profile pic.
Profile picture,
Make sure
and then
you have a good smile.
yeah, a good, like, hata kama si kuonesha meno, but you look just approachable, like a
Yeah.
person somebody wants to speak with. Ukikaa kama utapiga ngumi mtu, the first person who comes to you
And then it
doesn't
should
work to
also
your
be,
advantage.
yeah, it should also be clear. The
Clear,
background, check the
yes,
background.
aina
Yeah.
manoise mingi. If you can
Mm,
clear the background, and even if you have brand colors that you use on your or with your content, having that in your background makes you pop out, you know makes you
mm-hmm.
pop out. And I mean, you want to attract attention, you want to create and also be on brand, if brand image is anything you're considering. All right,
Mm-hmm.
and then on LinkedIn, you have your headline, which gives you room to communicate more about what you do. So you have like 200 characters. You can explain to people what you do. Um, you can even, I can have the name activated tribe or on there, just so people ask, what is this? You have room to just fill out your nini. You can even have other people have their website nini hapo,
Yeah.
whatever. You have 200 characters to play with, which is so much room. All right, and
Yes.
I think I should mention switching your profile to creator mode, because creator mode gives you room to go live on LinkedIn. It gives you content. There's a place on your profile that shows the first three posts you've been doing. So if you have
Yes.
creator mode, it only filters the posts you've created. Is the top three posts. Your last three posts is what will
Mm-hmm.
show on your profile. If you do
Yeah.
not have creator mode on, it's your last activity, which could be a like, which could be a comment, which could be it could be anything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Your last three activities, it's what will show. So if you posted kitambo, and if you posted and then reacted to other people's posts, that is what will show on your profile.
Oh
But with
yeah.
creator mode, it's your content that shows. Okay,
So
it's
how
that
do you
that
switch to creator mode? I don't even know if I am on
you okay, Google too how to switch to creator mode, because I don't have my LinkedIn open now. Gopa kufungua LinkedIn, ikifungua my
mm,
internet iko too low. I won't be able, nita hang. I would have
okay.
shown you guys. I would have shared my screen, but leo my internet hainini. I would have showed you. It's on settings. Settings za LinkedIn is so robust. It's so
Ah,
guy, iko so
hey.
many things. So you
Hey.
just go through each pole as you. But I think the most important is to having creator mode on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and and having a good headline, a really a headline that pops, especially the first 40 characters. You want it to be able to attract attention. You want people to, because this headline, whenever you post, it's your profile picture and your a part of your headline that shows the first part, okay? And
Yes.
every time you comment also, your headline shows. So it's a good opportunity for you to just sell yourself, all right?
Yeah.
Whenever you're commenting on people, and you have to engage. Remember, engagement is it's a part of a strategy. It's not, it has to be part of your LinkedIn strategy, because when you engage with people, they engage back, all right? And
Yeah.
in my private programs, we actually sit down and we find, after we found your ideal clients and we've reached out to them and we've added them to your network, we start identifying people who are active on LinkedIn, who are within, who fits your ideal buyer thing, yeah, who's a potential buyer for you. And we create a list of people who have a small followings, so that you can support them on their posts. They get familiar with you. They see you supporting their posts, and so eventually they start reciprocating. All right. So
Okay.
it's a strategy. You need people to engage with your content, like I explained earlier. When people engage with your content, their networks get notified. Okay. So the
Yes.
more engagement you have, the more visibility you have on LinkedIn. So engagement is a strategy that you have to put in place. All right. You have to set aside time. And for my private programs, we create a 20-minute engagement thing every day. You sit down, you've created your posts. It's not part of the 20 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
You've created your post, it's up there. But for 20 minutes each day, you have to purpose to set time aside, engage with people in your feed, engage with your list of potential buyers. Just 10, maybe create a list of 10 people you want to engage with on a constant basis. And this has to be people who are putting out content as well, because ukiclick unataka kuenda kwa the most recent, you comment or react, then on to the next one. Bio, you want to really utilize the 20 minutes kabisa. Sindio?
Yes.
Yes. So this is part of what we do, part of what I help people come up with. Leverage their time on LinkedIn and convert that time into clients. You don't want to be there wasting time,
True.
scrolling
True.
mindlessly and liking on any post and hoping people see you. It's not a probability game. You sit down and make it intentional, then you get clients.
Hey, I
So
have I have to come for that meeting, Aki.
Ukudze. We're starting, actually, we have a program I'm running for accountability. I'm
Mm-hmm.
calling it Get It Done,
Mm-hmm.
because I think we make too many excuses. We make too
Aki,
many excuses.
imagine.
You didn't do something you wanted to do at the beginning of the year. Ukiuliza mbona hujaanza? Oh, and then elections, and then da, 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 and then mwaka ikaisha,
Aki,
and
well,
utafanya.
by the way, we are past half. We are past half,
Yeah, we
right?
are past half. Yeah, we are past half. And I know if with Get It Done, something like this, where there's structure and there's support and there's accountability, because we miss that. If nikitoka hapa nje, if I want people to support me in what I'm doing, I won't get.
Yeah, you
Ati
won't.
kwa neighborhood naambia sasa nafanya hivi, nataka ukuwa ukinikumbusha nikuwe na
Now, can you imagine they don't
hautafanya.
even understand what you are doing in the
They
first
don't
place?
understand. Yes, so it's important to find a tribe, people
Yeah.
who get people who get what you're working towards,
By the
people
true,
who will
very, very
celebrate
true,
you.
very true.
Yes, yes, people who will
Getting by
tell you
that,
the truth when
getting
you're
people
making
who
excuses.
are yeah, but getting people who are doing the same thing as you is very
Mm-hmm.
important, because I
Very,
find
very.
whenever I talk with I speak with people who are also blogging, people who have blogs, and because I know it is a very difficult world, like you said, it's a lonely world too. And
Yeah.
sometimes you give up. We are human beings. Sometimes you don't see
Mhm.
the results that you're looking for,
Yes.
and you
Yes.
tend to just want to throw in the towel. But every time I speak with my friends in the same field, by then I'm so encouraged. I'm
Yes.
encouraged.
Yes.
Naamka kesho nimeamka niko
Uko na
I'm so,
strike.
yeah, I'm so
Yeah.
ready to start to continue writing even if I don't
Mm.
see the
Mm.
results immediately or something. But now on
Mhm.
the other hand upatane na watu wenye they don't even understand what you are doing.
Like
Alafu
basi
then they,
utafute tu kazi ya ofisi, nani
yeah,
atakuconnect?
exactly. Do you know by then I was with my friend yesterday. I 2 years ago she asked me, but then what do you do?
Mhm.
I write content. What is
Oh,
that? What is that? Yeah, what is that? So
kwanza ama ni kazi umekosa,
yeah, yeah,
nikutafutie
yeah.
naweza but then and they are so ati say kuku bring down, it's just the concern, they don't get what you're
They
doing or
don't
what you're
get, yeah, they
working
don't get.
towards. What
Alafu
is
she's
this?
like, ananiuliza, Sophie, you mean hii kazi ya online ndivyo umenunua nayo gari? Nikamwambia
Yeah.
yes. Ati,
Nakwambia,
you
kufa.
yeah, you think you get this amount of money. Unajua, I met with her yeah, yesterday she asked me the same thing. Nikamwambia, I should just be
Mm.
prepared. Next time you'll still ask me the same
The same
question.
thing, yes. People
You
don't
know,
get it.
yeah, people
And
don't
we
get
live
it.
in a society where you'd rather be in an office and be paid 25,000
Yeah.
and wake
As
up
long
every
as it's
day in a
coming at
suit.
the end of the month,
You
yeah,
know,
that's
you look serious, you look like you have a plan.
true.
Alafu lakini kukaa kwa nyumba and doing your thing, you look very lost, like guy, mtoto wetu alifanyikiwa nini? Tumuombe ama
Tumwambie apate kazi kwa sababu what is this she's doing? Huh?
anashindana kwa nyumba na stocks na nini, hata hashughulikangi mina.
Ashughuliki.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, so that's
But
our
I
kind
think
of
the
society.
best
But
thing is just to do what you do and pray to God that the results may show. Kwa
yes,
sababu unajua
yes,
yenyewe if the results don't show, then yenyewe you don't have
tabu,
anything to even tell them.
napata
Watakuwa
tabu, yes.
wamekuprove right.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
so it's important to find people, to surround yourself with people who get what you're working towards.
true, true.
Mtu atakwambia sasa wewe una give in after 3 months. Me, I've been here 2 years and I'm still continuing. You know,
Mhm.
I have a client of mine aliniambia the first 5 years she didn't get a single client and she
For real,
continued. Yeah, 5 years. She didn't,
5 good
because
years.
she was getting into a whole different industry. She was learning. She found people who took advantage of her not knowing,
Mhm.
to steer her the wrong way just because they wanted to sell, and this
Yeah,
prolonged her
her journey.
journey. Yeah, she was walking alone, so like around mwaka ya tatu ndo akaanza kupata watu wenye wana genuine people, people who actually care about what she's doing, and she builds from there. So
Yeah,
right now she has like a bestseller book in the US, nini nini, all these things, and you know, 5 years without a client, you'd think, yeah,
5
ingekuwa
years.
mtu mwingine ange give in, yeah, ingekuwa
Ingekuwa mimi
na-
ningekuwa nime-give up. Why lie?
yeah, yeah. So it's possible, it's good to hear these stories and to have them in your with around you, so
Yeah, true, true, true.
you're actually having it good.
Mhm,
Kama
mhm.
ulikuja, my first client I got after 6 months. six
After
months
a
of
whole
putting
six
out content.
months.
Yes, and this is nasema hivyo, and I mean market rate client. My first
Oh,
market rate client, analipa bei ya
bei ya
market,
maana.
market. Yes, si ati jumia, I'm African. My first client alikuwa Mkenya, and alikuwa ananilipa 10k per month, 5,000
For?
after 2 weeks, 5,000 after 2 weeks to create their content on social media.
Ah,
And that was a lot of money, for a Kenyan. Nakwambia, hey, mi sijaona hii kazi yako ikiniletea kazi in that 1 month, so we are not continuing because it's
ah,
so much money. And saa hizo, what I was doing for her,
mhm.
right now nikafanyia mtu the same thing, niki convert into my current rate,
Yes.
I'd probably make around 1,500 USD doing the same thing I was doing for her.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Imagine. So
But
that's
but but
like,
but but, but, but again, yeah, when you're starting, I understand you are picking
yes.
those low rates just so that you can
Yes,
be
to start.
confident, learn the
Yes.
craft. But that by
And
there you can always increase
you
your
have,
rates.
and then you have a testimonial, you have proof. Because
True, true,
after
true,
that,
true.
nilikuwa naambia mtu, this is the account I worked on. So I
Mhm.
appreciate it. And this is something I tell people when you're starting out and you feel like you need or the easiest fruit, the low hanging fruits are those low rates. Take it, but do not fill your whole time. Usichukue client anakulipa low and then they're
na
taking 8 hours
amekupatia
of
project
your
ya
day.
whole month.
Yes, alafu hata si a whole month is good, but the whole day umekaa unafanya. When will you find room for a paying client? When?
Yeah,
A
true,
really
true.
good paying client. So if you have to take these low paying clients, it's easy to get them. Nini nini, take it, but exchange with just a few hours of your time in a day.
True, true,
Just a
true.
few hours, because all you need is that evidence that you did this work for the next one. And then if you're charging low, the next client, please do not charge the same rate, ongeza bei. Okay, they
Mm-hmm.
won't. You
Yeah,
don't
so that
tell
you
them.
have a balance. Yeah, so that
Yes,
you have a balance. You
yes,
have those that
and
you are
they won't
charging.
know, and you're
Yeah,
not lying. Unajua watu wanaanza kufeel guilty, oh nini, na akijua it's your business, you
akijua
set your
aje,
rate.
akijua
You
aje.
set your rate, hata akijua ni bei mtu ana, it's your business, unaweza pandisha
Alafu
bei ama
unajua
ushukisha
pia it's
ukitaka.
freelance. It's freelance. Not
Yeah,
even if you are hired by the same clients, five clients today, not all of them will pay you the same.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. And so mwenye anakuja next, hata kama anachukua the same scope of work and asking for the same thing, ongeza bei. Do not charge twice
Mm-hmm.
the same low rate. Okay, ongeza
Yeah.
bei, alafu unamwambia that this is the kind of work I was doing for them and this is what I charge for this kind of
Mm-hmm.
work.
Yes.
Huyo mwingine akikuja utamwambia I've worked for this and this one and these are my rates. All
Mm-hmm.
right, na umeongeza bei.
By the way,
So that you're
yeah.
moving up, mpaka ufike
Mm-hmm.
market rate,
Yeah,
okay.
true.
That's how
And
you
the more
start.
you work, yeah, the more you
Hmm.
work, the more confident you even become with your rates.
Yes, yes.
Uh,
And the more people are getting results, the more confident you become. You're like, if you okay, people have gotten results. Do you know, I tell people, my first client, she paid 1,000 USD, a thousand USD package. Mwenye alilipasa market rate, my most
yes,
favorite client to date. Do you know, I told her and was very frank with her. Nilimwambia, I have never done a done for you package, because I'll be going into your account and I'll be doing this on your behalf. I've never
yes.
done this for anyone.
Mm-hmm.
But I've had coaching. I've had coaching clients, people from Africa, from Kenya, freelancers and everything, and I've coached them and they've gotten results. So I'm sure if I take your account and I give her market rates, 1,000 USD. Well, with the previous one alikuwa analipa, the previous client alikuwa ananilipa 350, 350
Uh-huh.
USD for the same
Yeah.
amount of work. Huyu nilimwambia it's 1,000, because now this is market rate and I'm confident about what I'm bringing to the table. And I told her, this is what we'll do. I went to the plan. I told her, on your profile, we'll change this and this and that because of this and this and that, and it does this and this and that for you. This is the benefits you get. On your content, this and this needs to change. It needs to reflect. And pia anakubaliana, because she sees the sense in that. And I told her, these are my rates. So if we go with this, this is what we're gonna do, and I'd need a 3 month commitment, a 3 month contract for starters. We did it, and she bought it. And then later I asked her, because I was very very honest with her. I told her, why did you buy? Na nilikuwa nimekuambia sijaifanyia mtu
Yeah,
mwingine.
yeah.
Kaniambia, no, but you coached people and they got results, and they saw the results on your content. To your content, alikuwa ananifollow tu chini ya maji maji.
Mm.
I saw the results. I saw you posting, people celebrating, and people landing jobs and whatever, So why not? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been working together, and she's doing so well. So you fanya hivyo, unaenda ukipandisha bei. You don't want to
Yeah.
be charging the same rate. And I had
Tack.
a friend in India getting a similar challenge. Ako like, so
Mm-hmm.
if I want to charge high, do I now niambia clients wenye niko now and I've worked with them for so long, do I tell them my new rates are this from when? Nikamwambia hapana. The next
The
client
new
who
one.
comes, mweke na the current rate.
By the
Tell them
easiest, yeah, that is
to
the easiest way to increase your
yeah,
rates. Because the
to transit.
current can be tricky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alafu ikifika mahali you're getting so many new clients who are coming in, itafika tu
With
mahali
the
you'll
high
have to,
rates, and you can drop
yeah,
this one. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can
Very
tell the
true.
other ones, by the way, I've been my business has been slowly growing, and we're increasing our value to our clients, and so our rates have been changing with time. So currently, you give them, you just explain yourself, you just tell them in maybe 3 months from now, these are our new rates, so we'll need to renew at that time with these new rates if you'd wish to continue. But you love working with them, so you tell them, I hope we'll continue working together, and if you want, you can even hop on a call so I can tell you what new changes have been coming along and seeing what new things we have been doing for our clients.
Yeah.
About communication, people, I don't know, people wanaogopanga communicate. You think they'll refuse, and you haven't even asked, you haven't even told them. They might
Eh.
even they might even buy the new offer plus the new
Yeah,
services
they
you want to
might or
offer.
might not.
Yeah,
So you
they
need to be
might.
ready
Yeah,
by the way. Kwa sababu there are clients that ukiambia hivyo atatoroka mbio. So you also need to be ready to lose them if they don't agree by the way.
yeah. And I
Mm.
tell people, adapt an experimental attitude. You ask yourself, what if I do this, and what if I raise my prices and people buy? What if I put out this new offer and people buy? What if I actually I'm booked out? What if I put this
Yeah.
offer out there and I'm booked out? What happens in my life? What happens? You start asking yourself all these what ifs, and you do it. You do it because it can happen. You're at a better place than you were before. If you
Yeah.
fail, you're still the same way ulikuwa. So,
Yeah, true.
like, you won't go any lower. You don't
Yeah.
lose anything. You don't
Again, it
lose
is better
anything.
to have tried and failed.
Yes, yes. Na
Yeah.
ukifeli unarudi tu hapa penye ulikuwa. Ujaongeza
Mm.
client, hauja lose, hauja nothing. You're still here. So
Mhm.
try and see what happens.
Very true.
Yeah.
So tumemalizana na profile pic and then tumekuja unajua we are always all over. We are
There is
always
so So you have your profile picture, you have your heading, you have creator mode on, you've added recommendations, right? And you've
yes.
also given some recommendations. You can update your skills on your profile. You can update your skills on your profile so that the top three show what you do now. Isikuwa ni skills zile za 202 zenye ulikuwa in that job in 2002. So you have something that's happening now that is
Mm-hmm.
current, that speaks to your expertise right now. All right. And then you can
Yeah.
have people even endorse such skills. That goes for although people hata waangaliangi hivyo sana siku hizi. Kitambo people used to check those
Yeah.
because it was a professional platform, and these skills are gonna match with a job description somewhere. All right. And the more
Yes.
people endorse your skills in such areas, ilikuwa inakupa such an advantage when you're applying for jobs. Now, if you're a freelancer and you're a business owner, you have space to be on LinkedIn. All right.
Yes.
Because since COVID, a lot more businesses are
Yeah, are
adopting the
online.
remote work. Yeah,
Yeah.
working remote and working hybrid. And I've seen actually a lot of Africans starting this way and moving when they get promoted, and now it's a position where they need to be hands on in there, they are relocated to whichever country. So there's so much room. All right. There's a
Mhm.
room to work part-time for companies or work full-time. Then kuna tu just so much you can do. And if you find a part-time remote position, you sign a contract that is security, and then they're not taking all your time, so you have room to expand your expertise, you have room to expand your capacity, you have room to take on more clients because you
Yeah.
need security. And this is what I tell people: when you're taking on a remote job, and it's taking your whole day, you're an employee, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Kama ni kazi inachukua siku yote, you're employed,
Yeah, you
and
are.
you need to
You
sign,
are.
you need to be careful, you need to have contracts in place, because huyo mtu, if you are working physically in the office, hakuna mtu anaweza kuja akusack tu leo akwambia yo
Eva.
our
Yeah,
contract is,
true, true.
hakuna, you're given time, and this is not a luxury you get as a remote worker. So you need to be very careful of companies you work with. Hizo contract una sign, be very careful, read it, usisign tu mbio mbio because you've seen the money at the bottom. Okay, read the fine print vizuri, because sometimes you're signing non-disclosure agreements, nini nini nini, vitu zingine, and what they do to you in those companies are not good, and you signed the contract, you agreed to these things being done to you.
Umejifunga
So
kabisa.
yes, so be very careful, read the fine print, and if you can, like, eka room ya kuchukua another client, so that if that job goes wrong, you have your own clients who are gonna pay you. Usianze from zero. Okay?
Yeah, by the way, for me, if it is freelance work, let it be freelance. Si ati
Yes.
nimefungwa hapo hivyo ati someone expects me to be working 8 to
At a
5 na
particular
nilitoka
8 to
huko.
5,
Yeah,
and keeping up with US times, 8 to 5 means you're working during the night. And during
true,
the day, what happens?
true.
Unalala ama bado unang'ang'ana na life during the day.
Kabisa
You're
kabisa.
really unajiumiza. Okay?
And that
So
is
be
what I
careful
learned.
about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and
There's a
that is
difference
some of the
between
reason. Mm,
yeah, there's a difference between getting a client and getting a job.
mm-hmm.
Kuna tofauti. kuna
Kabisa
tofauti
kabisa.
kuna tofauti. And on LinkedIn, you're given a chance to like put this, I'm ready for hire, or you're like unatafuta kazi, this is banner you put up, and recruiters are told, put that up if you're ready to have a job that's taking 8 hours of your time. Okay,
Mm-hmm,
if you're ready to work as an employee somewhere.
mm-hmm.
But if you're looking for a client, that isn't the best way to go. You want to go the content way, you want to go the reaching out way, you want to start getting on calls with people and getting to know people, and letting people and getting comfortable telling people what you do, getting we call it a qualifying process in place. Because when you, let's say Sophia, you're on LinkedIn, and then you
Yes.
see somebody, profile yake inasema business owner, or give me a specific, maybe a title, maybe you'd say
Like
in
MC, managing director, content manager.
yeah, content manager. And then um so you want to help them write this content, sindio,
Yes.
sindio.
Yeah.
So and you have no way of knowing their capacity, if they're outsourcing, if they're comfortable outsourcing or anything, sindio. So the
Mm-hmm.
first thing you think, umeona content manager, so you think of course they might need you, and then you pitch them immediately, you send a cold message.
Yes.
A lot of times, when you get a no with cold pitching, this is what I know. You get a no, and the relationship stops hapo, hata relationship hamjaanza kugroisha.
Hakuna, by
No,
the way.
you get a no and you move on to the next person, sindio.
True. Yeah.
But this is on when you're building relationships with people, you get a no, but you could get a referral from that no. They'll tell you, because now you're building relationship, you get to know each other. And before you pitch, you ask about them, what they're doing. You saw they're doing the content manager, can you tell me about that, at this company, what do you do, is it social media, is it what, ask questions. They let you know. So how do
Mm,
you do it? Do you sometimes outsource or whatever, like, oh, no, before you pitch, know if you have room in that place. Because now
mhm.
when they reciprocate, and I shared this last time, I don't know if people took notes. You are asking about them, it's your meeting, it's you who's invited them, usikae and let them take control. Do, it's your
Yeah,
meeting.
yeah, yeah.
You're here with a purpose. Okay, you're here with a purpose,
Yes.
you're looking for a client. You want to know if whatever they're doing you can fit in there, and
Mhm.
provide value to them in whatever situation. Already they're a content manager, right? So you
Yes.
want to know, is it on social media? Is it on, do you write blog articles? Or how do you do it? How they're explaining, you start finding where you can, you know.
Come in.
And
Yes.
sometimes it's not how you originally thought you can help,
Mm,
you
true.
know.
True.
It's not
Yeah.
this, yeah. So that is how building these relationships and wanting to know people works really good. Because like sasa, for me, I meet people, I target leadership coaches, executive coaches, and another coaches, all these people, and I have all these packages. Sometimes mtu ataki done for you, they want maybe guidance. Somebody maybe wants just accountability. Somebody just, so from what I find out from our conversation, what I'm asking them about what they do, they reveal where I can fit in. That's why I tell them, by the way, juu inafika mahali ameongea so much about themselves, they tell you, oh my god, hey, ever tell me about you, enough about myself, you know. So this is
Yes.
your chance now, because now you know where you fit in their life. This is now where you talk, you tell them what you do, how you've been doing it, and how you help people, and then you tell them, by the way, unaona venye sasa wewe unafanyanga nini nini nini, so mimi I come in here and help you unacheki
Mm-hmm.
that. And if they tell you, oh wow, nice, I didn't know you could do that. Actually, I had never thought even of that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So now there's a chance. This is somebody you can now pick up, even after the call. Now you can pick up the conversation. They shared with you what they're doing, what their plans. Now you can pick up from the, how did it go? Did it, you keep up the this is nurturing. You've already qualified them. You found out if they need your service or not.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Where, when, how you could work together. That's the process of qualifying. All right. And some
Yeah.
people, this is some of the things I help people with, because sometimes you get on so many calls, but you haven't gotten information, you haven't made headway with this person, you know nothing still about them, you haven't made your case, so you get on meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting by wasting time.
Yeah, you're
All right.
wasting time.
Yes, you're
Mm-hmm.
wasting time. But sasa we create a process, questions you can ask, you know, find this information. It's, call it research even. Research before you pitch, yeah, and then pitch exactly how they need to hear it, you know, and then you get
Yeah.
yourself a job, and then you get yourself clients. That way, akisema no, ask for a referral. If you know somebody who would, you know, who would
Need,
love,
yeah, need these services,
yeah,
yes.
yeah, and you get connected hapo hapo. Akisema yes, remind them, set a reminder, eka kwa kalenda yako, remind nani nani about this conversation we
That
talked about.
reminding part, by the way,
Yeah, just keep
me,
remind people.
yeah, for me, I have a tendency of just moving on. Oh God. Sasa
Mm-hmm.
nikishakosa kabisa ndio naanza kufikiria, by the way, nani had promised some job. Na
Yeah.
I don't know. There's one who had promised me a job on Upwork. Na imagine akasema he is sending the work and all that, and she just went quiet. So nimekaa, and then I was just bored and not no, without any job. That is when I
Mm-hmm.
remembered, hey, this mama, where did she go? Sasa ndio
Yeah.
narudi huko back. I don't know if it
No,
was
not
too late
really.
or what, but
Mm-hmm.
maybe they
It's
had
never
moved
too
on.
late. You have to revive that conversation and pick it up. It's never too late. Afadhali ufanye ikuwe too late for real, but
Mm-hmm.
usikuwa ukijiulizanga was it too late or whatever. And you've
But
just
now, how
reminded
many times are
me,
you supposed to
kuna watu
remind?
nafaa kutafuta. Pia mi kuna watu nafaa kutafuta.
Aki, lakini how many times are you supposed to remind? How many times
Just
is
keep
too
it,
much?
just keep it like, cause these people are human, you're human too. Wewe unatakanga kukumbushwa vitu mara ngapi? You know,
Yeah.
itafika mahali useme ai mimi simtoi. It's I had you the
Mm.
first time, and sasa you're starting to mess up the relationship. So give it a week. You know, between if you stop the conversation at here and you said with an ambiguous date, hakuna date specifically tumeset, or better yet, just ask them, should I ask you, should I reach out? I'll reach out at the end of next week. Yeah.
Yeah,
Evo.
yeah.
But at the end of you tell them in advance, I'll reach out, but I'll reach out at the end of next week, so that we don't both forget. I know you can get busy and life is busy and you know, it's human. Just rudi tena. And actually I saw a statistic by these sellers, social sellers, and they say most people buy after like 8 to 12 contacts with you. So you need to be
What?
very familiar with people. For real. You need to be
God
very,
should give
very
me patience.
what work wanted. And this is where content comes really easy for you, because it's contact. When people see your content, they remember, guy, see, I had this conversation with just Sophia.
Mm-hmm.
Kesho pia anaona content yako kidogo kidogo
Oh
tena.
yeah,
That is
yeah.
why, yeah, that is why content
You are
works
always in
so
their eyes.
well.
Yeah, true, true, true.
Yes, you're always visible. Hakuna siku atakusahau, because na Matasi anasumbua, ako kwa feed, and you know you're constantly
But then
there,
you are
and they
very right. You
remember.
are very right.
Yes,
Juu
they
hata
see
saa
you,
zingine
they remember that
yeah,
conversation.
yeah,
Mm,
true.
yeah. So that's why like social just works so well. Social media just works so well, so well, but with a plan. That's why I call myself a strategist, because without a plan you fail. You need to
Hi, but
have that goal. Alafu
utashinda hapo the
katikati
whole day
upange.
at you're looking for clients, scrolling on
Yeah.
Facebook, I don't know scrolling where, on this job
Mm.
board without finding any.
Yes, 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 yes.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you have to be proactive. People want to.
Mm-hmm.
It's safe to apply for jobs. It's safe. It's very safe. No one will know you applied apart from the recruiters or whoever received. And you send 1,000 applications and nothing. That's the most you've done. How about you be proactive and go after the needs you want. If you're targeting this particular company, then start adding people who are working in such companies to your audience. Okay, to your
Mm-hmm.
audience. Know these people. Know these people, get to know them, and you'll find, even because they're inside their jobs and they're notified when their opportunities open, you'll be told, by the way, there's an opportunity that you could fit in. Do you have a link ya apply? Umesha apply job. And you could even ask them, and this is the goodness about LinkedIn, because it's so about professional and advancing in the workplace. You'll get even somebody putting in a good word for you, just because you've been talking to each other for like a whole year, and they like your vibe, they like your content, they like what
Mm-hmm.
you're doing, they like what you're passionate about, and they'll put in a good word for you akiwa huko kwenye yako, and you've never met, not face to face, and they'll
Ah.
still recommend you, That's a good thing about LinkedIn. You could even apply for a job. If you saw a position on Nini, you could reply, and you could even ask them, if you've been having these conversations, you can even ask them if they can put in a word for you, if they could
Mm-hmm.
recommend you or something. Just ask. You don't lose anything. Like I said, if you lose, you still land where you are.
True, true,
But
true,
if it
true.
goes through, you're not where you are
You're
anymore.
better off.
Like
Yeah.
under, yeah, yeah. So take
Mm-hmm.
risks, create these opportunities. Don't wait for them to come for you. Be proactive about getting these needs. Like Nigerians, by the way, and they have such a reputation in the online space. They go for opportunities.
Hey,
Hawabakshangi kitu.
Nigerians are aggressive.
Are very aggressive, very aggressive.
Why?
No longer
I see them on YouTube the way those people
they're
bana.
promoting themselves. How I
Kabisa,
made money through
kabisa,
doing what.
kabisa.
Come for we're having a free masterclass, and they're doing it the way Wazungus do. Master classes, workshops. Come, let me show you. Let's do this. Da, 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 da. Very aggressive,
Mm-hmm,
very
mm-hmm.
aggressive, and we should have the same attitude.
Yeah, true, true, true.
Mm.
So God help us.
God help us. Ni nguvu tu tunahitaji,
Ni ngumu
omba,
tunahitaji by the way.
hiyo nguvu
Hiyo
tuomba tupewe hiyo
mental
nguvu.
strength. Ni mental
Yeah,
strength actually.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
yeah, of waking
That
up and making it
resilience.
happen.
Yes, that's what you pray for. You don't pray for money. God nipe pesa leo. Pray for that resilience, because you'll go for anything.
Very true, very true.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just the strength to wake up and do it even without seeing the
Mm.
results. By there is what we need.
Yes, yeah.
Mhm. Wow, what a session.
Unajua tumekava kila kitu, by the way.
Eh,
Tumefanya profile. We've talked about content, creating educational content, and content that meets your ideal client at the different steps of their journeys. All right. So it's very
mhm.
important when you sit down, when you're thinking about who your ideal clients are, you're thinking about everything you can do for them. What problems do they have that you can solve?
Mhm.
With what you
Yeah,
with your solutions, your mirrored solutions. All these people, where are they at? What kind of problems are they having? Why are they having these problems? Even as it does. And then you have content that actually addresses the issues they having, how the symptoms are. Like, you're not having this, it's not because of this, it's because of this and this and that.
mhm. Yeah,
And this is how you solve them. Educational posts are so powerful, because they awaken minds, they open up people's minds. Yeah. And then you
yeah,
talk about inspirational content, the short inspiration things, such. You can motivational content, content that activates people, content that makes people
Be in
wanachangamka
the
like
mood.
yes, content ya kuchangamsha mtu. You want to challenge people, you want to encourage people, you want to make people move, like usikae ukijihurumia. Let's go. Me, I'm very good with those ones,
By
you
the way,
know.
you are. Me hata naona by the way we can like be doing content with you on a daily basis kwa sababu una fit so many places by the way. You fit so
Yeah,
many places.
hebu
Kabisa,
tuongee.
kabisa.
Hiyo ni pesa.
Aki. You fit so many places, imagine. Hmm? You show them how to make it and then you also motivate them.
Yeah, and you know me, I've been relying on content tangu last year, I think mid hapo tuseme June hapo hivyo. I
Hmm.
pitched, I tried cold pitching, I didn't like it at all. I don't like it.
I
I
also
like
don't.
I like getting to know people. I like those personal relationships best. You know,
Hmm.
that's
Hmm.
but kuna mtu cold pitching ina work for them.
Yeah,
They
it
prefer
works for
that.
them. True,
It
true.
works for them. And you do whatever you feel comfortable
But
with.
yeah, by the way, different things work for different people. Because I was
Different
I
people.
was even talking to
Yeah.
some guy, by the way,
Mm.
anafanya academic writing, and he
Mhm.
has a writer website. Something that I have been thinking for so long, but I have
Mhm.
never gotten myself to do it.
Mhm.
So him, he doesn't pitch, he doesn't do anything. So right now the website has grown. Of course, it is now visible on Google and all that. So
Mhm.
clients are able to just reach him. Can you imagine? So they
Imagine.
just, yeah, they reach him organically. So him, he
Ay,
just
tunanitumia your link because I have so many academic writers in my group, and I
ah
keep telling them you do not need to rely on these apps. You know, with these apps you don't get a choice. Mtu anapeananga job, and then it's you're all like grabbing. You know, it's the lowest who
true,
gets
yeah,
given
yeah.
the
My
job.
accounts,
So
my
the
accounts,
lowest, yeah, the lowest rate ndo wenye wanapea. Because
my
if you say, and I got in such an arrangement kwingine, so you are placed in a WhatsApp group, and this guy says I have an article for this how many words 5,000 words nani anaitaka, and then mtu ako like nini I can do it for sijui 1 shilling
what?
per word. Mwingine anasema I'll do it for ukiona ya 1 shilling and unaona huyo atachukua unasema I'll do it for 80 cents a word.
Oh my
Mwingine anakuja
God,
na I'll do it for sumni, I'm doing for so tunaenda tu tukienda chini niko like yo I'll do it for 2 shillings. Me I told
that is so
them
bad.
mi
Alafu
nilimwambia
unajua
mi I'll do it for
something,
two
some,
shillings per word.
yeah,
He's like
something that really
no, I've
pisses me
already
off.
gotten somebody. Yeah.
Yeah, something that really pisses me off is that that client will actually find someone to do the work. It is so sad, but
At
it
that
happens.
low rate, yeah.
Yeah,
So
they will get
and this is
someone, imagine. They will get
yeah.
someone. Na sasa ndio maana sasa yeye akikupata next, they'll
Mm-hmm.
be like, but I have what I really hate this
Yes.
statement. I
Yes,
have
yes,
worked
yes.
with Kenyans, with
Yes.
Kenyans.
With
Kenyans
so
charge,
less.
I don't know, this much. Kenyans charge
Mm-hmm.
this much.
Dude,
Why?
we're creating
Yeah,
a
me, I was
reputation for
like, hey,
ourselves
please, I'm
and
not a
it's
Kenyan.
horrible.
Don't, yeah, don't blame me because I am a Kenyan, first and
Me,
foremost.
I gave
And then,
somebody my rate. Akaniuliza, kwani are you Nigerian? Nikamwambia, no, I'm not Nigerian. Where are you from? I'm from Kenya. They're like, hi, for sure. Niko like, yeah. Why are you so expensive? You guys don't need that much money. I'm like, other Nigerians don't need that much
can you
money, and you still
imagine? Can
charging
you
me.
imagine?
Yeah, yeah.
Mi kwanza, if there is something that I really hate akina hii mambo na online, ni mtu kwanza kuniambia ni I don't need that much money because I'm in Africa. Yani I
In
ask them,
Africa, what
what?
do you mean?
What do you mean? I
What do
don't
you
have
know
those
about
skills.
Africa?
Yeah.
Mi hapo ndo
Imagine they are made
nakasirikanga.
to think, yeah, they are made to think that we don't need a lot of money. We just
Yes,
need
and it's because of the images they get of Africa. Like
true.
we're hungry. Like what they see is Turkana and safaris. You know, Turkana and safaris. They don't know upper in between. They don't know in between.
But hata
And
kwani Turkana, they are the way they are shown because they don't have the money. Kwani if they had
yes,
the money, they'll be shown,
and
they'll
that's why
be
I
better
talk
off.
about all these things about Africa because on one hand we've been made to believe this is where we are. On the other hand, we're keeping ourselves there by perpetuating these stories. You know,
True.
a friend of mine created a VA business. She's in
Mhm.
Kenya, and she actually coached me when I was starting out, and she hired somebody to come on her team. Do you know this person went
A
like
Kenyan.
behind? Yes, a Kenyan. She went behind, connected with the client. Alafu anamwambia, actually it's me who does the work, all the work that
It
Nani
is very
is
typical of
doing it.
Kenyans, by the way.
And by the way, I won't charge you as expensive as she does. I'll charge you this much. Oh
Oh
my dear,
my.
utafanya hivyo na utabaki hapo. You know what happened? Si walitoka na huyo client. This
Aya.
one walitoka na client aliwaambia go, if you want to work together, go work together. You are blessed. Go. She
Oh
raised
my
her prices
God.
again. She raised her prices. She got new team members. You know, akaongeza services zikakuwa robust. She brought in team member like experts now on her team, people who are competing with the US. And she changed her whole model. So now other clients wakikuja, they know who exactly on the team they're working together with. So hakuna
Mhm.
kitu iko on the hush hush. Everyone knows she's working with the team members and it's not her who does the work. Her team members who are experts and you can even follow. So anaworking in watu kama you have to have your own blueprint on social media. You have to show that you're an expert ndo muwork na yeye because
Mhm.
then she knows even the client when they meet with you, you know they can follow you and see who's this I'll be working with. Okay, okay,
Yeah.
they're good. I'm in safe hands. Evo. And the prices are so open. Akikuja kuku approach just to find akuza, I have a client, how are you, rates zako ni gani ndo nione penye
Mhm.
nitampitch, so you'll tell
Mhm.
her I charge maybe uh $30 for
Yeah.
1,000 word article, or
Mhm.
$60 for 1,000 word article, and then she'll calculate. Alafu yake enda huko, she'll charge $100 for the same, na wewe anakulipa rate yenye actually uliitisha,
Oh, because
because
now she's using your platform.
yes, yes, she's
Uh-huh.
no she's using her own ways of getting clients, lakini atakuja
Mhm.
kuuliza rates zako ni gani. She's not like telling you I want to pay you this much, is that okay? No, she asks you what are your rates, wewe upeane rates zako, wewe upeane rates yako, alafu she goes pitches cause ni biashara, she has to make a profit out of it. She's not doing the work herself. Aya ataongeza rate upande wake, and then
Mhm.
you guys are going to communicate on Slack. We use Slack and whatever, so you're going to be communicating on Slack and other new platforms, but it's very open, and that way kila mtu ako tu sawa. And then you as the expert who's coming on her team, you have to have your own. You're not fully dependent on her. It's not a job like you have to be here 247. Just treat
Mhm.
her clients the way you would your own clients, because essentially they are your clients. So put in the time to serve them the right way, the right hours, and just do a good job, and everyone is good. Hivyo tu, but ku undercut watu, you will never grow.
By the
You
way, you
never
will
grow.
never. Na imagine
Mm,
ani by the way Wakenya wengi wanaharibianga watu hivyo. Imagine it is what happens.
mm,
Unfortunately.
kuja
Yeah.
kupanguza. Hiyo ni tabia mbaya,
Yeah, it's what happens.
ni tabia
Yani
mbaya.
you employ someone and then they go behind your back ati sijui nini nini. Sasa
Mm,
unajua ukipata client mwenye pia ni shady, that is how they go. But if you find a straightforward client,
they won't
yeah,
even.
they won't, they
Yeah,
won't.
yeah, and so it's important to even have team members who have integrity and such. Mi napenda watu
Mhm.
kama hao, work with
Yeah,
such
true, true,
people.
true, true, true.
Yeah. So that you're benefiting each other. There's a reason why you're working with this person. This person has a way of getting many clients that you don't have.
True, true,
So
true.
you just sit down and benefit the most.
And yeah,
You
and yeah, by their
Yeah.
benefit,
Na
yeah. And
ukiongeza
if you
rate
want to start
unamwambia
your
endeni
own thing,
mmeongeza rate.
yeah.
Mhm.
If you want to start your own thing, just start away from wherever her hustle. Eh,
Mm.
Finally, her highness is here.
She's here herself.
Sell-
Say hi, mommy.
Beautiful
Unaona
girl.
venye amepaka huku lipstick yote.
Eh, hiyo ndio kazi.
Looking nice. Mi makeup yangu kwenye venye inafanyangwa.
Eh. Haya, mi
You
nakwambia
know,
ki,
I think we're done with the LinkedIn.
yeah, we
Sasa,
are, we are.
we
So
are.
thank you so
We,
much again
yeah.
for being
I enjoy
here.
having these sessions with you.
Sawa sawa. So
And
ni
then I
end, si
found out,
ndio?
yeah, let's end. Watu waende home.